Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Thursday, the 7th of May, getting towards the end of week 3. Now, today's video has a bit of a science theme about it. Mrs Cran and I got together and did some little experiments. Some work better than others. Towards the end, I'm pretty impressed with what we did there. Now, I promise we were very safe and got all our lab gear on. We had protective goggles. Nah, didn't really. That's just for a bit of fun there. But anyway, let's have a look at some of the things that we did, some of the things that we tried. Okay, so this first one here didn't quite go as well as I'd hoped, but it's not bad. It's a little bit interesting. So I'm trying to write something there now. You might have worked it out. I'm actually using magnets and iron filings. And I'm trying to write the word high. So it's kind of coming together, but like things in school, sometimes not everything behaves the way it should. So slowly coming together, but as a young fellow, I remember being quite fascinated by iron filings. This one's a little bit different. As you can see in the little corner there, it says it's meant to say hi and then a smiley face. So I am putting together a smiley face here. Here it comes. The eyes are nearly done. Bit by bit. All I need is the smile now. Smile comes together a bit faster. So it was a bit of an experiment with certain things to see how it went. All right, not bad. Maybe not as successful as I'd hoped. Let's go on to the next part. All right, these are little magnets, and I actually found one had some little iron filings on it. And so, because I'd just done a smiley face, I thought I'd do another little face for you. All right, bit of fun there. Now these little balls are all little magnets. I'm just rolling them onto the plate and letting them find each other. So, like all magnets, they have a north and a south pole, an end that attracts and an end that repels. And you can see it doing some of those things before it finds the opposite ends to attract to each other. I like the way they react to each other. So that's pretty close to the last of them. I give it a bit of a jiggle around and it does some strange little things. Magnets are always fun. I know that, again, when I was a young fellow, I used to enjoy playing with magnets. Give the plate a shake, see what happens, and there you go. They've joined each other. So, yep, indeed, magnets are a bit of fun. All right, let's see what else we've got. Some bubble trouble. All right, vinegar, bicarbonate, soda, and a bit of food colouring. So I've got this first part in slow motion, and you can see it's bubbling away, bubbling away, bubbling away. Now I can hurry this video along a little bit because I've also recorded it in normal speed. So I'll drag it along and get to the part where it's in normal speed. And come on, you, hurry up. There we go. So this is what it's looking like in normal speed. It reacts quite quickly. Mrs Cran, you can see pouring it in while I film. Makes quite a mess. So as you can see, we've got some plastic down on the table. You might have noticed in one of the earlier parts there where you could see my hand, I had some of the blue food colouring on my fingers. All right, but as I said, a bit of bubble trouble going on here. There it is. All right, let's see what else we did. Trying to get a bit of a splash here. Now, doesn't always work, does it? But if at first you don't succeed, try again. And splash, there you go. Now, I also had to make sure that my cup made an appearance, and I tried to catch the drips as they splash back up, but it's happening a little too fast there. So over here on the right hand side, I've got some pictures there, which I was able to get still shots of some of those things. All right, maybe one of the ones that weren't quite as successful. Alright, talking about splash, that's a better flower. The ping pong ball, not much of an impact. However, the golf ball, you could see the splatter of the flower jumping away. And so we tried different things. The sphere made a bigger impact. And what's next? You might get a clue when it's coming because the shadow can be seen. Okay, there's one of our dice. And is there a resemblance between him and the little minion below? What's going to be the last thing in? Can you guess? I bet you didn't guess a lemon. Alright, I was using that for something else that didn't quite make this video, but that's alright. The things we try. It's a bit of an experiment. This one here, Mrs Cran actually saw on the internet, and it's M&Ms, and she poured water into it. So you can probably find this on the internet as a science experiment, but it actually is quite effective. And it did start happening in seconds, she said. So even though this was filmed in time lapse, it reacts very quickly. So that might be something you can do at home, and it looks quite impressive. And 20 minutes later, took a photo, and that's what it looked like there. That's pretty impressive if you ask me. Something you might try. All right, what's next? Okay, there you go. Again, can see Mrs. Cran helping me out. And we have a balloon filled with water, wobbling like a belly full of jelly. And we'll change angles here and see another drop. It just looks pretty cool, I thought. Okay, all right, now let's move on. Saving the best to last. Trying. Let's try again. Third time lucky. Here we go. Is it this one? Not this one, but this one. This one's pretty spectacular. I was impressed with this. And credit where credit's due, Mrs. Cran did this one. That was her idea. Now I can actually redo that. So let's have a watch. Look at that. I can bring it back and forward. How impressive is that? You can even see right at the top there, the balloon, a little piece of balloon right at the top as it disappears away. And down the bottom there is the balloon falling to the ground. I am so impressed. That looks great. And on the very next slide, I took two stills. So there you go. The one on the left, just before, and mere milliseconds later, the one on the right shows what's gone on. All right, well, that was it for today. I hope you enjoyed our little adventure into science. There's some interesting little things there. I'll have to see if I can come up with some new and more interesting ones for next week. All right, guys, have a great day. I hope everything's going well. Nearly the end of the week. All right, see you now.